Well, hey, welcome. Welcome to your Oracle meditation. It's the summertime, so things are a little out of sequence, if you will. But thank you for working with me. Remember to light your candle, and remember why we light our candle. We light our candle to connect back to Mother Earth, the same way that our ancestors did. And when we do this, we create that first step to a ritual, that first step to truly working on our imagination. I know it sounds funny, but through imagination, we can create anything. So before we start, know that we are getting back into the moon phases. This is what this Oracle meditation is all about, is those baby steps to learning how to meditate. So we are almost at the new moon. It's about right in there. Why is this important? It's important because these are the times that we are able to do the shadow work. We're able to start those new beginnings. But before we do that, we have to make room. So let's do that. We make room through breath. So start clearing your thoughts and start connecting to your breath. Don't worry about how you breathe. Just breathe. When you consciously breathe, in through your nose, out through your mouth, you start to truly break away those walls, that calcification around your imagination. I use oracle cards to help create an action plan for today, a plan of guidance, to sit in the right time doing the right thing as we sit in the last days of the waning moon, creating that self-care ritual. Moving from the constellation Gemini. Gemini reminds us of that breast area, the two sides to everything. Sitting in balance, representing it by our arms, by our hands, telling us to let go. Ruled by the planet Mercury. Mercury has that powerful energy to help us communicate, to use our words. Don't stop breathing. Use your imagination and see through the bullshit, see through the illusion. As the moon goes through its phases, probably about right there, we move into a new constellation. Into the constellation Cancer. Cancer has that ability, that dual personality as well. This sits in our breast area. Ruled by the planet, or ruled by the moon, grandmother moon, full of emotion. Cancer has that protective outside. That ability to be sensitive on the inside, emotional. Also offers that nurturing element that we look for. We are sitting in perfect harmony. We are sitting in our root chakra, moving into the sacral chakra, solar plexus, resonating in the heart, using our third eye to see, to decalcify. Don't stop breathing. Balancing it out with that, this goes this way. Third eye. Oh, I think I'm missing one. My crown. My indigo is missing. Oh, here it is. You do this enough times, you start remembering how to balance things. The crown. This is the energy that we are currently sitting in. Perfect harmony. Moving from one constellation through the phase of the moon into the next constellation. Last day of the waning moon of self-care before we become super vulnerable. Don't be afraid. Start breathing. When you meditate and you really breathe, these are the baby steps to truly balancing out your magic. These oracle cards, they help us find that direction. So come, sit and learn to control your thoughts, to control your words, and to enjoy the actions of being human. Become aware of your breath. The direction that we all sit in today, painted faces. Death and rebirth. This is the time of the new moon, of revealing that new self. If you have been here, you no longer fear death, because you know that in order to grow, we must shed and make room. Something must be released in order to receive. That is that death and rebirth. We are stepping into our wisdom, no longer fearing, but having faith through conscious breathing, through conscious thought, through actions taken mindfully, respectfully, with humbleness. The sign, the symbol, and the synchronicity that we get is we are going into that lower world. We are becoming that light. Do you see the light in that darkness? As we shed our new skin, we become vulnerable. We must learn to no longer fear our past, but to allow it to unlock our future, unlock our present, use our wisdom. And for that, Great Spirit has given us an animal to help us. Animal we get, our cardinal. Ignite your flame. Don't stop breathing. Allow this message to resonate inside of you, to allow your energy to move. Cardinals represent this current time of beauty, of spring, preparing us to become vulnerable and to create that shaman's death. Next, let's go deeper into this meditation. Listen to the ancestors that walked before us, helping us with a message, giving us that ancestral advice that helped move and shape the world. Our ancestor, live your life. Live your life the way you wanted it, the way you want to. So you follow the Elder Cardinal, leading us to our ancestor. Spoke of living your life, no longer compromising, sacrificing what no longer serves you, knowing that you are on a soul coaching. Don't stop breathing. These are baby steps to help you concentrate, to help you be mindful and stop your wiggles. Know that you are on a soul coaching, asking you to enhance your essence, your life force energy. That life force energy, that is your creativeness, your innocence. That is what true evil wants, for you to forget that true nature of yourself. Know that you are healing on this red road. Healing, accepting that love, that nurturing, knowing that you are part of something greater. Listen to that intuition whispering to you, but you must enter into the silence to hear that true voice inside of you. When you sit and just sit in quiet and isolate yourself, listen to your intuition telling you. Listen from the heart. The heart is full of forgiveness, full of compassion, not just love, but that heart is a chamber that holds your wishes, your dreams, holds that tether that leads to your imagination, that helps you shape your future while living in the present and enjoying it. Knowing that you are part of a team, part of a tribe of a sisterhood, a brotherhood, a fierce positivity. That is who we are. Fierce positivity. Sunflowers are a sturdy flower. They follow Father Sun. They grow where they please and they move the way that they choose to move. Following nature. Come. Let's take this message and go deeper. Let's do a body scan. A body scan is that next step after becoming aware of your breath. Let's use that imagination and go deeper. Deeper into the void. Where we are able to remember that connection to Mother. Do this with me. Imagine that there is a hoop that is connected to your breath now. Inhale, let that hoop go high. Exhale, let it sink down. Gently. Relax in your forehead. Closing your eyes. Relaxing your jaw. Releasing your tongue. Your neck. Your throat. Your shoulders. Inhale, let it go all the way back up as high as you can imagine. Exhale, let it sink down once again. This time, let it create a bubble in its wake. That bubble, that's your transportation. That hoop, that's your relaxation. Let that hoop sink down, let that bubble overtake you. Gently, sink into the dark. The darkness of your mind. Yes. Feel the weight and the pressure being released. Inhale, let it go all the way back up as high as you can imagine. Again. Sink, sink, sink. If you've reached the end, do it again. Slow it down. Use that imagination. We now know that if you don't use it, you will lose it. Don't lose it. That is part of your essence. That is where that unconditional love and forgiveness, clarity, a little pot of fierce positivity. Last time. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Exhale. Use that imagination. Where's your bubble? That hoop. Sink into the dark. Sink. If you've reached the end, tie it off. Tie it off like a balloon. And float. Float in the darkness. Float in the vibration of sweetness, of clarity, of unity. Your mind will remember. Let it. Let it feel that connection once again to its tribe. This is strengthening that essence. Listen to the vibration of your heart. Listen to that joy. Your mind will remember that connection to your mother. Just float. This is the frequency of connection. This is the frequency to find that essence of simplicity. No more contemplation, just a Zen garden of your thoughts, of your mind. Discover that stillness, that center. Remember what's important and let go of the rest. Forgive and move on. Be aware that you will be emotional. We are moving in through the constellation Cancer, residing in our arms, in our breast, ruled by the moon. Come. Let's go deeper into our meditation and peel away everything that no longer serves us so that we may enter into that essence of joy, to live your life, to ignite that flame and be reminded that you are the spark that creates the movement. So come. Let's do a session of EFT. EFT is emotional freedom technique. This is where we allow our body to decide what our mind is overwhelmed in doing. Releasing. So come. Find that area on your hand where you would do a karate chop, right in here. Tap. Switch sides and tap. This is how we wake up that emotional body. Next, move to your eyebrow area. Tap that area and repeat this phrase. In my essence, I am joy. Tap the side of your eye and repeat. In my essence, I am joy. Slide under your eye and repeat. In my essence, I am joy. Tap under your nose and repeat. In my essence, I am joy. Tap your chin. In my essence, I am joy. Slide down through your throat to the beginning of your collarbone and repeat. In my essence, I am joy. Tap under your arm. Repeat. In my essence, I am joy. Tap the top of your head and let this message sink in. Let this itty bitty tiny little message sink in. In my essence, I am joy. The world is what you created. It's what you want of it and how you wield it. You were given all that you need, and it is locked up inside of you. Know that we are going into the darker parts of the moon. And when we go into the darker parts, we start all over again. We will always go through that phase of nervousness, of discovering our magic. This is part of your essence, part of the joy of living. Don't be afraid. Leap into the unknown. Listen from the heart with fierce positivity, no longer using your voice to degrade you, to speak negatively. Allow that part of you to die and to allow the new habits. Don't be afraid of going into that lower world and releasing. what no longer serves you. Create that nurturing side, that love, and be reminded that you are a blessing in this world. Let that message sink in. Thank you for following. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, and for most of all, for practicing your medicine. Please continue. Continue to like, subscribe, strengthen our message of connection. Strengthen our tribe. You are that vibration that adds color to our rainbow, that offers hope. Do yourself a favor. Remind yourself that you are joy. You are the embodiment of that fierce positivity. Listen to your heart and forgive with compassion and love, and move on. Live your life. Ignite your flame and create that movement. Don't be afraid of going into the lower world and releasing what no longer serves you. Allow that death and rebirth to happen. Once again, you are a blessing in the world. So if you're ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and open your eyes. Open our eyes to the new you. Thank you once again for practicing, for liking, for listening, and most of all for sharing our message of connection. You are strengthening our tribe. So, once again, blessings to you, to me, and to all that listen.